everyone, my name is Jessica Pirro and I'm the CEO of Crisis Services. We're bringing you this video today to highlight our 50th anniversary and some exciting new things that we'd like to share with you. But before we get to the new stuff, we wanted to share some of the history of Crisis Services that's going to lead us to the launch of a refresh of our brand today. So on this table here, you're going to see a lot of history of Crisis Services, kind of the evolution of our brand and the information that has made up Crisis Services through the years. We have shared here the various logos in various ways that our information was shared to the community to really highlight all the work that Crisis Services does. And through the years, we've grown significantly from starting out as a suicide prevention hotline to continuing that critical work, but also providing significant crisis response services for emergency mental health, domestic violence, sexual assault, and elder abuse. Through the information that we're sharing with you today, we've been very excited as we headed into 2018 to really honor the agency history, and with our 50th anniversary this year, we embarked on a new strategic plan. And with that strategic plan, we took our history, we learned from it, but we also determined what's the vision for Crisis Services as we head into the next 50 years. So today we want to share with you a refresh of Crisis Services as we head into our 50th anniversary. The agency actually started in November 12th of 1968, so it's a great month to celebrate Crisis Services. So here you're going to see the past logo and mission of Crisis Services, and we're going to share with you now our new logo, tagline, vision, and mission statement. So as we embarked on our strategic plan this year, one of the things we really wanted to evaluate was how we share our mission and the message of Crisis Services. And one of the things we looked at was our branding. And we went through a very extensive exercise with our staff, our leadership team, our board of directors to really evaluate, did we want to do a rebrand, a brand new logo, or just a refresh of our current existing information. And we spent a lot of time together kind of reflecting on that and honoring the history and trying to determine what our future held. But when it came down to it, when we look at kind of the history of our logos here, the current logo that we have at Crisis Services, we felt still resonated with us and the message behind that. So we decided to do a refresh of this current logo. This was our existing logo, or our first logo in 1968, and this logo came about in the 1980s. And the history behind this logo and the message behind this logo really resonated with our team. So we want to share with you today what this logo has now become and the story behind that. So today we're unveiling our refreshed logo of Crisis Services. But I want to share with you what this message really represents. When the existing logo was created, the story behind it and the message behind it was about individuals who were contacting Crisis Services, that they were contacting us at a time that there was a fracture in their life, if it was a trauma, if it was any type of crisis. And the logo really represented them in the sense that the fracture started, but with our connection and support, that they could start to heal and become whole. But what's really important about the logo is that it's never complete, because the individual stories are a journey, and that journey continues even beyond the contact with Crisis Services. So we wanted to honor the previous logo, but have a little bit of a refresh, a little more modern feel to it. And so this is the new logo that Crisis Services will be using effective November 1st of 2018. But what's also important to highlight with the logo is our new tagline. And the new tagline is "This Moment Forward." And this was something that really, when we brought the different opportunities to our staff, that this is the one that stood out the most. Everybody really kind of zoned in on this and said, this is what represents us. And what it is about is that first contact with Crisis Services, we believe, is that next step forward, that this moment forward, once that call happens with us, once we connect with people in the community, that we're going to be able to help them find hope, find safety, and find the help that they need in order to recover from the crisis or the trauma they experienced. So we're very excited to share with you our new logo and tagline. So as part of our strategic planning process this year, the board, our leadership team, our staff, and our volunteers contributed to helping to develop a new vision statement and a new mission statement. And one of the things as we went through this process to really define our vision, we felt it was pretty straightforward in the goals of crisis services, that we're here for people 24 hours a day. And we really wanted to have our vision statement highlight that, and also have specific words that are really threads throughout all of the services of crisis services. So the new vision statement for crisis services is a community where people in crisis find safety, help, and hope. And these three words really are the foundation blocks of crisis services and the work that we do here. Another exercise that we went through during our strategic planning process was really to look at the mission statement of crisis services and really see if it reflects the crisis services of today. We have such a rich history, and we have really critical services that are provided here. And what's really important about your mission statement is making sure that that really represents everything that you do. So when we looked at our previous mission statement, we felt that if we took crisis services out of the language, it really didn't have a connection back to who we are and the uniqueness of crisis services. So we created this new mission statement that will be released today as well. And our new mission statement says, "We are a 24-hour comprehensive crisis center and community resource whose first responders provide support to anyone in need. We save lives by restoring safety, promoting emotional strength, and reducing the impact of trauma through intervention, education, prevention, and community collaboration." This process really was an amazing thing to watch, because our staff, our board of directors, were heavily involved in creating what these words ended up being. So we're really proud of the complete ownership of this mission statement that really represents crisis services. So we're really excited to share all of this with you today. I do want to thank Mark DePalma and White Bicycle for all their help as we went through this exercise and kind of a refresh of Crisis Services brand. I also want to remind you that if you didn't check it out yesterday, there's an awesome video by Dr. Charlene Vetter that was posted that gives the whole history of crisis services. Her father and her uncle were one of the founding fathers of crisis services. So check out that video to learn more about our history and what brought us to crisis services today. We also hope that you'll donate to our 50 for 50 this year. Your investment in our mission is critical, so your donations are really important to help us keep our work going 24 hours a day. So we're really excited to share this with you today. We hope that you'll share this video with others to highlight crisis services and all that we've done for the community over the last 50 years.